This is why you keep attracting and you are attracting abusive relationships. So I want to just explain a little bit about why, whether you're female or male, you keep attracting. You've been in one abusive relationship, and then you keep attracting more and more and more. What is it? What's going on? Like, what is going on? So I want to just explain some context as to why this might be happening to you and why this might be happening around you, or why you may see someone that's going through the same thing who you may be able to help as well. So how it works is it's about the level of disrespect we are accepting in our lives. Now, we may have been brought up with a lot of disrespect, lack of boundaries, a lot of abuse. We may have witnessed abuse, may have experienced abuse, so we might not know what is healthy. We might not know what is a healthy relationship, or just anything healthy as to how to treat somebody. So what I found personally, and with many of the women that I've worked with, because I've been through abuse myself, and also I have worked with many women around the world and mentored many women around the world who've also been through abuse, and I have found a pattern. And I want to share this pattern with you today that may help you from ever getting back into an abusive relationship or marriage ever again. And just being away from a lot of toxic people in general. So I want you to take a look at your friends and family. So the people that are close to you, that you spend the most amount of time with in your life, not including your partner. And what you'll find is, and this may not be for everyone, but it's a strong pattern that I have found in people who have attracted abusive relationships to them in the past, including myself. And that is, when you look at your friends and family, you see that there is a pattern of not necessarily abuse, but patterns of gaslighting, for example. So not chronic or not continuous abuse, but little pockets of gaslighting, little pockets of emotional abuse, little pockets of psychological abuse, the degradation, the minimizing, all of this stuff. And so what I want you to do is just look at your friends and family and look at how are they treating you. Is it healthy? Do you know what a healthy relationship looks like? A healthy relationship between family, and also a healthy relationship between yourself and others as well. And then I want you to just look at, is there any boundaries set? Because what I found was I was getting a lot of disrespect, and actually it was forms of abuse. So there was gaslighting, there was emotional abuse, psychological abuse from own members of my family, and I didn't see this until I'd left an abusive marriage. And so now what I have done is I have set boundaries, but you might not be able to see if you're still in the mix of abuse and you have the fog around you. But once you step out, you can see that family and friends may have been abusive as well. So until we set the boundary, until we basically say, I am not accepting this kind of behavior in my life, we will keep attracting more. So until we cut that off, so we can forgive people, forgiving is fine, so we can forgive family members, and being an empathetic person like you are, you will be forgiving a lot of people for the stuff they've done over the past, friends and family. But that doesn't mean to say that we are going to open ourselves up to more harm. So we can stop and protect ourselves by setting boundaries with people in our friendship circle, in our families. And I know some people do cut people off, family members. If that makes you feel better, that is something that you can do. But I do believe in boundaries, that you don't necessarily need to cut people off as long as you set those boundaries in place. So hopefully that helps. But if you do this, it works. You then start attracting people into your love life who are not toxic, who are not abusive, So I promise you this does work, but you've got to set those boundaries. You've got to take uncomfortable action with your friends, with your family, and it will work. It will work. Sending you lots of love. Subscribe if you think this has been useful to you, and sending you lots of love. Mwah.